Hello and welcome to Tina Talks. I am Tina Henkel, the Assistant Director of STEM and Data Management for the Shelton Public School System. The purpose of Tina Talks is to provide important information on district topics that you want to know and is worth sharing in 8 minutes or less. Today's topic is on understanding the difference between a fixed and growth mindset. How to recognize when you are in a growth versus a fixed mindset, and how your mindset impacts achievement and life in general. So, what is a growth mindset and how can a growth mindset help us learn? A growth mindset is understanding, a belief that a person can develop their own abilities. Empowerment comes from knowing that brains and talent are simply the starting points, and dedication and hard work will develop all abilities, no matter what the content, task, topic, etc. When a person is in a certain mindset, it impacts their behavior and ultimately results in different outcomes relative to their life and the world around them. A person who embraces a growth mindset, they see failures and mistakes as opportunities to grow, versus a person who has a fixed mindset would see that same mistake as a negative reflection on their abilities. Carol Dweck, a leading researcher, has been studying the effects of the brain when it is in two different states of mindset. She has discovered that a person's mindset impacts how they approach a task in life. Her research shows that when a person receives different types of praise, the person responds to the task differently. For example, if a person receives praise that is focused on their intelligence, such as, "You did a great job, you must be so smart," it actually pushes the person right into a fixed mindset. However, when a person receives praise that focuses on their effort, such as, "Wow, that was a difficult problem. You must be working really hard at this," it encourages a person to try more challenging tasks. Everyone is born with an intense drive to learn. Infants stretch their skills daily, learning to walk and talk. They never decide it's too hard or the effort isn't worth it. Babies don't worry about it. They don't worry about humiliating themselves. They just barge forward. But as soon as children become able to evaluate themselves, some of them become afraid of challenges. They become afraid of not being smart. They adopt a fixed mindset. They want to make sure they succeed. In the classroom, fixed mindset students won't raise their hand if they are not sure of an answer. But students with a growth mindset will raise their hands because they know if they're wrong, their mistake will be corrected. Students with a growth mindset might also say, "Can you help me?" These are just a few ways students with a growth mindset increase their intelligence. Mindset is related not only to intelligence, but also a person's personality and character. You can be a mixture, but most people lean towards one or the other. You might be wondering, does your personality mindset differ from your intelligence mindset? And the answer is, it can. Your intelligence mindset comes into play when situations involve mental ability. Your personality mindset comes into play in situations that involve your personal qualities. For example, how dependable you are, cooperative, caring, or socially skilled. In general, a fixed mindset makes you concerned about how you'll be judged. The growth mindset makes you concerned about improving. But let's keep our focus on mindsets to achievement. Carol Dweck's research showed that after different types of praise, some students began to behave differently. Sometimes ability praise pushes students right into the fixed mindset. They reject challenging new tasks because they don't want to do anything that could expose their flaws and have their intelligence questioned. However, when students are praised for effort, the growth mindset students wanted new or additional challenging tasks that they could learn from. We as parents and teachers need to embrace and understand the idea of a growth mindset when we measure student achievement. In order to do that, we first need to understand the differences between achievement and growth. Let's start with a first very simple definition of achievement. Achievement or proficiency is a one-time snapshot measurement of a student's academic performance in a subject area like ELA or math. Growth, on the other hand, is about the change in that achievement score for the same student between 2 or more points in time. The state of Connecticut also has embraced the research around a growth mindset. As you may know, when a student progresses to third grade, they complete the Smarter Balanced assessments in English Language Arts and Mathematics. These assessments continue until they are in grade 8. We are at the early stages of transitioning from a proficiency to a growth mindset. We are changing our questions from, is the student passing or is the student progressing? This information is now available to staff, parents, and students in Infinite Campus. Parents can log into the parent portal and click under the Smarter Balanced link to view the data. Here is what the graph will look like. Each student receives an overall score on each subject area test. This is on the blue side of the page. This is recognized by the blue line that goes from their scale score from last year's score to this year's score. In addition, each student will also see the state's growth target, the orange dots, and the actual growth achieved, the blue dot. Once we receive the results from the 2017 Smarter Balanced Assessment, which will occur in April this year, a blue dot will appear displaying the student's actual growth achieved this school year, right in this column. The growth targets given by the state of Connecticut represents an achievable yet ambitious growth target for each individual student. The targets are created based on the student's previous year's Smarter Balanced overall ELA and math scale score. In closing, the brain is a muscle. By exercising it, it can grow and change. In fact, the research shows that when students make mistakes, synapses in the brain are fired and it grows. This type of brain activity is particularly strong with people who have a growth mindset. Taking on challenges that are outside our comfort zone is one of the biggest ways the brain grows. So celebrate mistakes, learn from them, share your experiences, and help others recognize when their brains are growing, changing, and improving. I leave you with a great quote that truly sums up our talking points from today's topic on mindset and achievement. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. So if you need to refer back to any of this information from today's Tina Talk video, you can find it along with the other topics on our district website. Click on the Teaching and Learning tab, then scroll down to the Tina Talks link. Thank you for listening to Tina Talks today, where you will find information worth sharing in 8 minutes or less.